Good morning, you guys. It is the month that we call October, the date that we call the 28th, the day that we call Tuesday, and the year that we call 2025. So I'm back down in the sunroom, which used to be my living room before I closed things off and changed things around. But the wood stove's going, and it's just so nice to have that steady heat. Plus, it's quieter. The pellet stove's pretty loud. So let me see if I can get you. Let me see if you can say hi to Luke. There's Luke. There's Lukey Duke. He's a tired guy. He's so cute. He loves being in bed. He's so funny. Last night, he was playing, and I said to my boyfriend, I'm going to bed, and Luke grabbed his baby and came running over to me. So eager and ready to go to bed. He's so cute. So let's see. Let me see if I can angle the camera a little bit. And I don't know. I'll have to figure out you guys know how I am. I can never figure out how I did the angle from one day to the next. So we'll take it by ear once I start. Once I start laying the cards, I'll figure out how you guys need to be angled so you can best see. So I hope you're all having a beautiful morning. It's about 10 after 6 a.m. here in Maine. Let me get a sip of my coffee. All right. Don't follow any links or emails in the comment section of the channel. Soliciting you for anything, whether they're pretending to be me or anyone else. Don't do it. That would be scammers. And obviously the healing intentions is set for you folks. Always, always, always. So if you so choose and you want that, go ahead and stand in your power and decree that for your highest and greatest good. Only and always. Just breathe that in. Let it integrate the body for as long as you choose. It's that simple. All right. So let's get started. Being that today is, I can already tell this is not working. Bring you down a little bit more. This will probably work a little better. Being that today is already the 28th. And apparently there's all sorts of rumors about October 30th being kind of a big deal. So I don't really remember what was being said. Well, let me think. So on the 30th, apparently there's videos saying that the Earth will be in a moment of time where our magnetic pull is at its weakest. I guess that, what else did they say? Something about the sun, maybe. And that AI Atlas thing. 3 AI Atlas, or whatever that thing is. Anyway, my team knows because we read it together as the question was being asked. Apparently, all of these things are going to be working together to create a very high vibration here on the Earth plane. And so somebody asked me, what the cards said around that. Is that factual? What do they have to say? So there's a lot of things that have been working to increase the vibration here. For one thing, every time somebody does a little work spiritually and pulls a little light and sends it out, we're all working to create a higher vibration. So never think that what you're doing isn't amazingly shifting things, because it all starts within us, right? And, just keep at it what you're doing. Keep at your spiritual work, because you're making a difference too. So let's see what the cards want to say about this, about the videos that are going around, saying that October 30th is going to be an incredibly powerful, high vibrational day for all of us to see, about these frequencies rising. So let's get started, you guys. All right. So, true story, please and thank you. Only the truth is welcome here. Only love is welcome here. Obviously, we're calling in and calling on our Creator that loves all in creation, that created all in creation. My highest version of self, and my spiritual team that's been helping me in communicating and understanding messages from Spirit for years, to all come together and give us an accurate story and answer around the day that we call October 30th, which is 2 days from now. So apparently there's a lot being said that this is going to be a really high vibrational day. 3 things are coming together to create incredible vibrations and frequencies for people. So with one card, can you tell us, is that the truth? As you see it, is October 30th an unusually high vibrational day due to these 3 things that we read about earlier? The Earth having its weakest magnetic pull at that point, what they call three-eye atlas, three-eye atlas coming into, passing through, and I think it was something about the sun, but you guys know because we read it just a few minutes ago. Is it true that those things culminating together will create an incredibly high vibrational day for all of us here on this planet? Please and thank you. With one card, you can answer us, and then we'll get a little story around that. Please and thank you. All right. We'll cut them. See what they say. With one card, please and thank you. Oh, yes. It's going to be an incredibly high vibrational day, you guys. So, and it's a good thing, because with the High Priestess, it's the number is 2, okay? So that's very balancing. So it's going to bring a vibration to the earth that's very balancing, very good for the earth, very good for all of us. The problem with this card in this deck is that it's so high vibrational, it can make, like, she's a bit uncomfortable, right? So, oh goodness gracious, that pellet stove up there is beeping. I'm going to have to pause, you guys. Hold on just a minute, and I'll come right back. Hold on. All right, I'm back. So I filled it. While I was up there, I just filled it. All right, so the problem in this card, you guys, is that this High Priestess is very uncomfortable. She's vibrating so high that it's making her body physically uncomfortable. She's pulling vibrations that her physical body isn't used to experiencing, right? And so the advice with this card would be that would be a really good day, and so that you're not feeling sick from what they call ascension symptoms. But I think that sounds so pompous. I really do. I just think that sounds so pompous. The fact is, bodies, all right, so vibration. Think about when you come into contact with somebody that you're in their vibrational field, you're close enough to them, you're standing next to them in the grocery store, and they just feel uncomfortable to you. It's because it's not a vibrational match, right? Whatever the reason, whether they're vibrating higher than you are and your vibration is uncomfortable because you're not used to that frequency, and it's really just like tuning into a different channel. Do you know what I mean? It's like, let me explain it this way. It's like you turn on the TV. Okay, well, let's say you turn on the radio or the TV, and you've tuned into a channel that you don't like. It makes you feel awful because, let's say, it's just all negative, or if you're listening to the radio, this particular music to you sounds like chaos and noise. So you make a conscious choice to change the channel to something that sounds better to you or seems better to you. It's a frequency alignment, right? So when we're here doing our spiritual work, what we're doing is changing the channel all the time. We're making a choice to change the channel. So that's why I always say, if you're listening to things that make you feel uncomfortable, that can do one of two things, right? It can push you to say, this doesn't make me comfortable, I'm going to go higher and leave that behind. Or it can pull you back down. So I'll always be choosy about what you're taking in, absorbing, and exposing yourself to, and sitting in. And you know what I'm saying? So her body is now experiencing a frequency that's so high that she hasn't experienced before, that she's got some physical discomfort. How you take care of that is you ground. You spiritually ground. This is going to help you integrate the energy and ground it into earth, right? Grounding heaven into earth. So on that day, which is only 2 days away, knowing that it's going to be a really high vibrational day, and knowing that some frequencies are going to be uncomfortable with it, so that you don't experience things like feeling lightheaded, feeling dizzy, feeling sick to your stomach. Some people even experience like cold-like symptoms or flu-like symptoms because it's like it's the body's way of purging. Some people get very, very tired. Some people get sick to their stomach. So there's a lot of different things that can happen when your body is trying to integrate a vibration that it's not accustomed to holding. So we can all start the morning off with doing a nice spiritual grounding. And I've explained this to you folks before. This is when you sit and you visualize from across your sacrum, the lower part of your back, a beautiful metallic, really heavy, thick ball and chain coming out, hitting the ground. You envision that going through the earth, making its own tunnel. It's going to go faster, 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 faster. And then the earth is going to just start to kind of open up, and you're going to begin to start seeing reds, magentas, those pretty root chakra colors. They're going to be muddled into the earth, almost like when you're looking at clay, you can see the red tones in it. You're going to start seeing those red tones. And then you're going to look, and below you, you're going to see another giant ball. It's in the center of the earth, and it matches yours. It's a beautiful metallic ball. And your ball and chain is going to follow right down through, and it's going to connect with the earth's giant ball. It's going to lock in. It's going to magnetically be locked in. And then what you're going to do is you're going to sit and you're going to breathe that energy up from the center of the earth. Breathe it up. It comes up your ball and all the way up into your chain and then into your body. And you're breathing that in, right? And you can feel that energy rise. And you can do that consistently throughout the day. That's going to help you to integrate that energy into your body. It's also going to help the earth because you're going to be not only pulling that energy into your body, but you're going to be grounding it into earth. Earth is going to be recycling it into you, and it becomes nice and symbiotic. So that's one of the things that you can do. You can incorporate some nice grounding crystals into your pocket or your bra as you go about your day. Some nice smoky quartz, some black tourmaline, some obsidian. These are all really nice grounding stones. You can get out, if the weather permits, wherever you are, and you can do some nice earthing. So dig in your garden or sit on the lawn or go barefoot. Go sit up against a tree, but really connect to nature that day. That's going to help integrate that energy so that you're less tired. Make sure that you drink plenty of water on that day. When the frequency rises and your frequency is rising, you're going to be utilizing more fluid, so you're going to need more fluid. So stay hydrated. That will help you. Sometimes just putting a pinch of sea salt into your water will also help you to not experience, some people experience headaches with a vibrational lift, right? So drink plenty of fluids, stay spiritually grounded, do your earthing, incorporate some crystals if you'd like. If you have any, if you have selenite and you do start to get a headache, laying down, allowing yourself the rest, allow yourself the rest. Put some selenite around your head or under your pillow or in your pillow. All of these things can help. But if you're feeling very, very tired, make sure that you rest. Allow your body what it needs to integrate this energy. And for a lot of people, it is sleep. They literally need to sleep to pull in those higher frequencies. Often, when somebody comes to me for the first time for a Reiki session, they will, if they're with me and they're hands-on, they'll fall right asleep. If we're doing it across the net like this, I mean, I've had people message me afterwards and say they slept for 21 hours afterwards. And that's the body integrating the energy. Remember, we heal when we sleep. So allow it. Allow whatever it takes. But the frequency is going to be very high on October 30th. It could make you uncomfortable. So do the things that will help you to integrate this energy into you. Remember that a lot of people get irritable when they're uncomfortable. So if you're going out and about and you're encountering people that seem to be grumpy, bitchy, just give them a little grace. Know that they might be feeling a little uncomfortable from the frequencies. If you know people that are on the spiritual path that you could share this information with, and just, share ways that can help them integrate that energy so that they can be the most comfortable during that time. Share what you know. Share. But yes, it's going to be a very high vibrational day that day. Could cause some discomfort. So with that being said, let's get a 7-card spread around what the universe thinks it wants to share with us around the date, October 30th. Anything else that the universe wants to say. We'll do a 7-card spread so that we get the pathway and a little story. But yes, the energy is going to be super high vibrational on that particular day. That was a crappy shuffle. Very, very crappy shuffle. But we'll make up for it with a few more shuffles, right? So I hope you're all having a beautiful morning. One of you shared with me yesterday a little recipe for that scratchy throat and that irritation. But you didn't give me like measurements. So I would love to try that. And that's all stuff that I keep right at home anyway. But I was just wondering like what the measurements that you use are. You know, like if you're using like a quarter of a teaspoon or a teaspoon or however you're doing that. Just if you want to just share that with me, please and thank you. I would love to try that. Honey, I know is really good for our throats. All right, so one more shuffle and we're going to cut them. And we're going to lay a 7-card spread. And that's when it will get tricky and I'll have to probably arrange things to see if I've got it so you can see it well enough. Ooh, look at this. Look at this higher arcana cards coming up. You can't. Well, let me get them laid and I will. Oh, I'm stuffy. Oh, the heat. And I will arrange things so that I have a little room while I'm doing that. I'll get a sip of my coffee. All right. Let's see. Let me just go. That's not really. Where do I need to go with it? How do I need to do this? I need to move it. A little. It is what it is. I will pick them up as per the usual. But there's a 7-card spread. Let's start with our pathway, okay? So we're talking about vibrations. And our pathway, the energy driving the story, is all about vibrations. So what do they want to say? They told us with the High Priestess that it's very high vibration. And it could make some people uncomfortable, but it's bringing wonderful balance in. And now to start our story, the energy that is driving the entire pathway and the story around it is the Ace of Swords. I'm using that beautiful Deviant Moon deck. So with her, she's got the sword right up by her head and it's blooming. So all of this beautiful, abundant green growth is going up that sword. She's got it right next to her head and that growth is growing over there on her crown. So given the question about the vibrations and the frequencies of that day, this would be, with the Ace, it's always something new, right? So this is a new vibration. We already know because it was going to make people uncomfortable, right? So it's a new vibration coming in. And don't forget, swords are frequency, vibration, thoughts, words, ego, and technology, right? So it's the perfect card to start the story with. It's you can't make this stuff up. You really can't. So with this card, she is growing her frequency abundantly, and it's open in her crown. And so that's what's going to happen. It's going to like help to ignite people's crown chakras. And if it's igniting people's crown chakras, that's all the more reason to do the spiritual grounding. Because if we're not well grounded, the deeper we go, the higher we can fly. And so if we're not spiritually grounded, when the crown wakes up, like I said, you can have that dizziness, that confusion, headache, lots of stuff that way physically. But any information that comes in is not going to make sense. Everything's just going to feel uncomfortable and as though something's wrong. So when we're well spiritually grounded, that's when we can pull the information, pull the frequency in, pull the downloads in, and they make sense. We can make sense of them. So all the more reason to stay very well spiritually grounded. Now, we come up from that. That's the energy driving this. Brand new frequency coming in, an abundant, beautiful frequency that will lift people's vibrations and ignite their crown chakras. We come up from that and we have a higher arcana card. And we have 4 higher arcana cards in this 7-card spread. So this is a big picture. Very much a big picture reading. So we come up from that ace and we have the Wheel of Fortune, you guys. And so the Wheel of Fortune is karmic. It's like something's come back around, something's being righted. But the trouble with this card is that people are sitting there out, putting their power outside of themselves, right? So the advice with this card, just like with that High Priestess, to ground in the energy, just like I said, that's going to make the awakening of that crown chakra, the opening of that crown chakra much more comfortable. It'll make it make sense as well. I don't know if you guys can see this very well because of the lighting. I wonder if I put the candle kind of down here and go like that, if that would help brighten. I don't think so. It just makes a glare. Well, I tried, you guys. I tried. Anyway, with the Wheel of Fortune in this deck, you have this person sitting there like acting like everything's outside of their control, right? So the advice with this card is don't get so caught up in the fact that, oh, this stuff is happening universally. Know that the power is within you, right? So stand in your power and do your spiritual work that day. It's a really good day not to be so fascinated with what's going on outside of you, but to really work on what's going on inside of you. It's going to help you integrate that energy to its best, but it also puts you back in power rather than having the savior complex, which is what's happening in this card, right? But this is karmic. It's a karmic energy. It's all part of what's righting things here on the planet. As we move into a different way of being, it takes frequency change to do that. This was always meant, right? So think of the beginning. When we came in such high spiritual beings, highly evolved spiritual beings, and we agreed to come down the spiral into lower vibrations for our soul to experience. And we've done that universally. We've experienced poverty, abuse, war, hunger, all this negative stuff. We've all experienced that. Our souls have come in and we've We've incarnated and incarnated, in my humble opinion, okay? Through my experience, this is my opinion. And we've experienced all of this different stuff for our soul's growth. And now we're on that karmic turn where now we want to go back up, right? We're climbing back up the spiral to be more highly evolved beings. And so this is karmic. It's ending a cycle. Think of October 30th as ending a cycle thus far, vibrationally, and shifting us into a newer vibration universally, right? Because we're all doing our work, probably all of you. I know I've been doing my work for a long time, to create a vibrational shift. Like for me personally, my whole life's about vibration. Seriously, it's like, even the way I clean, it's to shift energy, clear energy, and lift vibration. I even have a pattern, going from south to north and then beginning again in the east and moving towards the west and just creating a higher vibration with a cleaner house, moving the energy, using my crystals, using the power of my own hands to shift and cleanse and clear, using frequency within the home, on myself, on the animals, on the land. It's all about frequency for me. When I talk about pulling light, sending it into the earth and love and joy and sending it out, for me, that's all about frequency, shifting frequency, right? That's what we're doing here. We're shifting a frequency. And that's why it might seem like you feel lonely, because you feel like you might be in an area where there's no one quite like you. And that's because all of us weirdos have been dumped off in certain areas, because we are different, and this is our path, and it's what we're doing, and we're helping to shift vibration and where we are. It's just what we wanted to do. We agreed to do it. So that's what we're here doing. So we're going back up, and with the Wheel of Fortune, it's like we're ending a way of vibration on this particular day. We're writing some vibrations. We're bringing some better vibrations in. We're turning things around a bit. We're writing things with this vibration that's coming in. Super karmic, big picture. It's always meant. So on that day, rather than standing in awe of what's happening, be an equal participant in it. That puts the power back in you, right? And then above that, this is a very super wish fulfilling moment with that Nine of Cups in this Deviant Moon deck. He's got the genie in a bottle. He's made his wish. He's very happy. So think of this vibrational shift that's happening on the 30th, pulling in some high frequencies. And honestly, you guys, try to remember that this is just one of many. Like, we've had so many times in the last decades that we've had extra light being pulled in to help elevate the vibration on the planet. So remember, this has happened many times and will continue to get it. It's the wish fulfillment. It's really helping to end a way that things were here on the planet. We're lifting that frequency in many, many ways. It's the wish fulfillment. All right, so now to begin the story, that higher frequency that's going to wake up the crown, they're saying 7, the 7 with the Chariot, right? So with the Chariot, that's another higher arcana card that's moving forward. So on that particular day, have your armor of God on, pull that light, ground in, create a beautiful, expansive bubble around yourself, allow yourself to spiritually integrate this energy. So that's what he's doing. He's like in a spiritual, for me, it's what it means to me in this deck, because I read according to what these cards mean to me. For me, he's in a spiritual protection, right? His suit represents protection to me. So he's able to go out and experience lower vibrations, but he keeps himself in a high vibrational state. So do your work on that day to keep yourself in a high vibrational state. Put that beautiful bubble around yourself, ground in, see the earth's frequencies coming in through your bubble via God and your highest self. Integrating that in such a way that your body can best absorb it and utilize it for your highest and greatest good. And it's saying, on this day, the 7, seek the wisdom, seek the knowledge. Maybe take the time to do a little extra meditation. That's where the wisdom and the knowledge comes through, right? Those higher realms. Take some time to do some meditation, be still, and listen to the messages that you're getting. It's a great day to do spiritual work. Above the Chariot, we have the 6 of rods. So that's the physical journey. That's the vibration of love. So they're telling you this vibration that's coming in is very loving. And it's going to help bloom some people's physical lives. Like, a lot of people have come with their sticks. They're ready for something better, right? They're coming to this loving person with this bloomed rod. A lot of people have come, their sticks aren't as bloomed, but there's life in them. So these people that will be exposed to this blooming energy on that day, everybody, but in this card, these people, it will help to bloom their sticks. It's a loving vibration, very loving. So people's physical journeys, their sticks, their spiritual vibration, their aura, their vibrations, their frequencies will bloom. It's going to help grow them, bloom them a little more under the love vibration. All right, so we come across from the Chariot and we have the Moon. We got that other 7, right? 10 plus 5 plus 3 is 18. 1 plus 8 is 9. Oh, we don't have a 7. We have a 9. So we're ending cycles everywhere. All right, you guys. So we have 7, seek. We have the 10 ending. We have the 9 ending cycles. We have the Moon ending cycles. We have the Hermit ending cycles. We have the new beginning. We have the love vibration. And we have that spiritual card. Seek the knowledge, seek the information. Open the crown. So very interesting. You can see my math's not that great this morning. But yeah, 10 plus 5 is 15, plus 3 is 18, right? 1 plus 8 is 9. 9 is the humanitarian, the ending of a cycle, the humanitarian work. So let's say let's say you get to life cycle 9, you come in, you're the humanitarian, you're completing a cycle, you're finishing up, and then when you come back in, you'll be starting a fresh cycle, right? So we're finishing a cycle and clearing things up with these 3 9s right here. So across from the Chariot, the Moon, you have the Moon. So it's going to be a super, people are going to be acting in this day, probably, like I said earlier, you're going to see people that, if you're out and about, just give people some grace, okay? Because their emotions are going to be they're going to be puppeted by their emotions, because they're going to be feeling a little uncomfortable. The vibration is going to create some discomfort. as it comes in. So the emotions are going, because the moon is all about emotion, right? And the moon is the puppeteer of these people. So know that people are going to be emotionally triggered that day. So it's a good day for us to watch our own emotional triggers, right? So people will be emotionally triggered that day. They're going to be highly emotional. Highly emotional. This vibration is going to come in. It's going to trigger their emotions. People will be uncomfortable. People's crowns and intuition will be waking up. They won't quite know what to do with it, a lot of people. But this will be like a form of, this will be that thing that snaps some people awake. But know that people will be uncomfortable physically and emotionally and spiritually, vibrationally, right? So give people some grace, because above that we have the Hermit. And that really is like batshit crazy. This is a really uncomfortable card. They're going to be very uncomfortable. So, maybe in prayer and meditation that day, you can send out physical comfort. And maybe your intention for the world that day is a smooth integration of energy. That's always what I do when I'm working with energy. The intention is never to bring somebody so high all at once that they're physically uncomfortable, disoriented, and don't know what the hell to do. Not that people don't rise up, but because I've seen it many times, the vibration just lifts and they're like, whoa, they feel a little high. That's why we take them back into a spiritual grounding afterwards. But we don't want someone to be so uncomfortable that the energy is integrating into their body and just making them so uncomfortable. We want a smooth transition of energy so that people feel better, not worse. So maybe we can help with our intentions that day, because it's going to make people feel a little batshit. But give people some grace, you guys, because it is going to be like, it's going to be a physical feeling for people. It's going to be an emotional feeling for people. A lot of people are going to be like, I can't stand being in public. I need to retreat and be by myself. And that would actually be good for them. So, give people some grace. People may act out. It's a good day for us to do our spiritual work, send out good intentions and smooth transitions for people, that intention of, and, do our own frequency work so that we integrate this in a comfortable way ourselves. But this is a good thing. It's a shift in energy. It's like it's going to come in because of all of these higher arcana cards. It's not going to come in and hit and leave. It's coming in, it's hitting, and it's integrating. So it's going to shift the planet's vibration entirely moving forward. Does that make sense, you guys? So, all right. Now that I've said all that, I think I've been on nearly an hour. I want to see if I've done a pretty good job in giving you the information around that day, how it could affect people, what we can do to help others, the planet, ourselves. Let's see, have I done a good job? Oh, can you hear that? That is little Luke. Did you hear that? Can you see him? Oh, he's got a big moan. Can you guys see him? What a big guy. He lets out the biggest moans sometimes. He's so funny. So let's see. Did I do a pretty good job giving the information, reading the cards, and relaying the information to the best of my human abilities? Please and thank you. Starting to get light, you guys. About 5 minutes of 7. It's getting lighter this morning than it did yesterday. Yesterday it took longer, but it was a very cloud-covered day. So yeah, it's getting light out. All right, so please and thank you. Did I do a pretty good job relaying the information? Please and thanks. One more shuffle, because that one sucked. The last two just sucked. There we go. And now I cut them. And just know that I can't be on here because the battery will die. I'm not plugged in. Can't be on here a long time, you guys. I have ended the information, but there's more to say about information. So let's just let them do. There's more to say about this frequency being uncomfortable and possibly even the information out there around why we're getting the information or whatever. There's more to say. So that card indicates, that's the Ten of Swords, and it indicates some damage. It indicates being boxed in. It indicates allowing particular, swords would be frequencies, thoughts, words, right? Allowing particular thoughts, words, frequencies to harm us. So this is interesting. It's also a 10. It ends things. So let's see what else they want to say. Because I think they think there's something more important. There's something else. There is something more of importance that they want to say. So let's look, you guys. Okay, so and I thought I reiterated that pretty well in the message, you guys, but we'll go over it some more. So what they want to say, again, they're bringing up that Wheel of Fortune card, you guys. So there's a lot of apparently talk out there, and I don't know, I haven't been listening to anything. You guys know that I'm swamped here with everything we've got going on. But let me get a drink of my coffee. I don't know if there's more things being said about October 30th or not, but they're saying there's words, there's stories, there's information that's out there about the 30th, that a lot of lies about the 30th, about things that could happen. There's only a little truth about the 30th, they're saying. And these lies and these things that are being said it's very damaging for us to allow ourselves to get caught up in them. They're giving us that Wheel of Fortune, which is another ending to go with this ending. They're like, don't worry, things are ending. What would be ending? Bad things. Like, because things are being righted with this Wheel of Fortune. So there must be like bad news out there. People are saying, I don't know. Are people saying, oh, the world's going to end on October 30th? Is that another set of stories that's out there? Or are people predicting horrific weather, perhaps, because swords are air on the 30th that they're saying can create damage? You guys got to let me know if there's stories like that going on, because it seems as though there are. And the universe is saying, don't put your power outward like that. Don't focus on that. Don't sit there scared going, oh my God. Don't put your power out there like that. Know that something's being righted. Things are coming together karmically in God's plan. the universal plan, our soul's plan, because we all agreed to be part of this. We're not victims here. We agreed to be part of this. Rather than putting our power outside of ourselves and being like, oh my God, and focusing on something that's not good, because we have the Lovers, which is highly focusing on something not good, that will get us bitten. It's going to lower our frequency. We won't be getting the most out of this day if we pay attention to these stories they want us to know. And so they want us to hop into our intuition. The intuition is really blowing down on this guy, saying, wake up, pay attention. You're getting bitten. And in his case, it would be the information that he's focusing on and the feeling of powerlessness that he's in because of the way the cards are laid, right? And so what they want us to do is be part of our own journey with the 3. They want us to rejoice. They want us to nurture our journey. So just like all the information that we got before, the moon wants to wake us up. So pay attention to your own triggers. Give yourself and others some grace. Sit in meditation, be quiet, do your spiritual work, do your spiritual grounding, be still, maybe retreat and just take the time to nurture your own journey and allow the journey to nurture you. That's one of the nice things about earthing and spiritual grounding. When we do our spiritual grounding, that earth's healing energy comes up and nurtures us and heals us. It's a very powerful energy. That's why people back in the old days walked with canes that had copper tips, so that could be a conductor, so that they could be pulling up that energy all the time. That's why they had patent leather shoes, so that they could pull that energy up rather than like now soles are rubber and stuff. So it blocks the energy from coming up. So get out and do some earthing and do your spiritual grounding. Allow your journey to nurture you and it. They're saying there's nothing so scary about this day. This day is rejoice. It's actually a very nice day. And there's some information out there that people are saying about this day that's bullshit, you guys. It's a very nurturing journey. And we should be rejoicing. So step into our power. Don't feel helpless. Don't feel, oh my God, that's so terrible. Don't focus on negative things and allow that to poison our vibration and bring us down. Utilize this day for a highly spiritual day that can really enhance us, because it's going to be a nice day. They want us to know that. So I don't know if you guys know anything about stories of like terrible storms that might be coming, or I don't know, whatever they're saying what I'm getting is that that's not true. I also don't know what the hell I'm talking about because I haven't heard any of this stuff. So please feel free to share with me anything that you know. I'm curious. So with that being said, now that you've given both those messages, please and thank you. I've been on here an hour and the battery's probably dying. I've been on here almost an hour and the battery's probably close to dead. So can we be done? Well, yeah, can we be done? Can we be done, please and thank you? And have I given the information in a good way? Did I give good information? Did I read the cards as best as I could? Did I get the message through, please and thank you? So How about this? Did I get the message through? And then I'll ask you if you want to read more on this tomorrow or something. But did I get this message through clearly? The messages that you wanted to come through today about October 30th. Please and thank you. How did I do? Please and thank you. I just want to make sure that I've given with the Empress. Okay, so I did good. I got both the messages, all the messages that they want me to get through. So now the secondary message with this Empress, you guys, well, remember to rejoice. Remember, because that's a 3, so that's joy. Rejoice. Be the Empress. They've told us to connect to Earth all day. They've told us to connect to the Earth throughout the readings that we've gotten. That's been the advice, and more advice with the Empress. So be the Empress. Pull the light, ground it into Earth. Really get out and connect to nature. It's going to be a good day. Rejoice. People's crowns will be waking up. Rejoice. There's a lot of life in this journey. Rejoice. Let's be the healers. No healing energy is coming in. Rejoice. But know that with this energy, there's a lot of thorns in this card, right? So just know with this energy, it might be a day of a lot of thorns because people are going to be triggered, and people could be emotionally triggered. People could be feeling physically unwell, overtired, just not great. So we can all work to make sure that we feel our best, and we can also, as we're doing the stuff to feel our best, we can send that energy outward, as I always say, and then we can fill ourselves back up with it. So, yeah, be the Empress. Know it's a beautiful day. Yes, I delivered those messages that they wanted you to hear. And now you guys let me know what you've heard about anything negative happened in that day. But what I'm getting is it's a great day for healing. It's very karmic, very high vibrational day. And yeah, people will feel uncomfortable. So we have our advice that we've been given, our insight that we've been given into, how we can feel better that day. And then, of course, we can always spread that outward. So that's that. And now I'm going to ask you guys, is this something that you would like to continue looking at tomorrow? Would you like to continue the story tomorrow? Because we can always do that if you, the universe, deems that important. Or perhaps we've gotten everything through that is really, needed or could be beneficial. So would you like to, as far as this October 30th reading goes, is there anything else that you would like to express tomorrow regarding October 30th? Remember, the 30th is a 3, rejoice, rejoice, amplified by a 0. So rejoice, rejoice, rejoice. All right, one more shuffle. Is there anything that you would like? Do you want to continue this conversation about October 30th tomorrow as well? And see what you say. And then we can plan on that, you guys. Actually, the Ace of Wands, they would like to say more tomorrow. So tomorrow, the secondary message with this is a brand new, beautiful, wonderful energy coming in, fresh starts coming in to this earth plane, very much a physical thing that's very nurturing, very loving, new beginnings. So they would like to talk more on October 30th tomorrow. So I'm going to let them. We just can't do it today because the battery will die. All right, you guys. So I hope that you found a little bit of value in this. And, take what resonates and toss the rest. If you guys have any information that you can share with me in the comments, that would be wonderful. Because I don't know. I've been really focused on my physical world. I have not been listening too much. I did listen, I think it was last Wednesday, I did listen to a conference with Trump, and was it last Wednesday? I think it was last Wednesday. I've lost track of time. It was the Department of War and what they were talking about with the drug cartel and stuff. I listened to that, but I'm actually just really out of the loop. I haven't listened to any podcasts. I've been pretty busy, physically busy, and when I haven't been physically busy, I've been spiritually kind of busy, right? So I haven't been listening to anything. So if you guys can share anything that you know about that, I'd love to hear it. Again, this is all just what I'm getting. Take what resonates, toss the rest. That's how we do it here. I hope you did find a little value in it. And until next time, you guys, I love you all very much. I hope that you have an amazing and beautiful Tuesday, a beautiful day. You can start practicing your extra spiritual work today. Pull as much light as you possibly can from the universe and our Creator. Start getting your body ready for this extra burst of light that's coming in. Start getting your body ready today. Work on it today, work on it tomorrow. And then, of course, be working with it on the 30th. But yeah, start dropping that ball and chain down into the center of the earth a lot today. Breathe that energy up. Connect into Creator. Pull that energy in. See your bubble expanding. Fill yourself up with love, joy, those high frequencies. Fill the earth, expand it out so that it affects everything on the earth that's willing to accept that type of healing and love vibration, including yourself, right? When you're done, fill yourself back up. Get out and do a lot of grounding and earthing. Meditate with your high vibrational crystals as well as your grounding crystals. Pull in lots of beautiful energies to get yourself ready for this vibrational shift that's coming in on the 30th. And, you know, if you implement all of those things, you probably won't be as emotionally triggered or physically uncomfortable or exhausted, right? So, yeah, don't be the guy in the Wheel of Fortune where he's like, oh my God, and all the power's outside of himself. You stand in your power and start working this energy for your highest and greatest good and the earth's highest and greatest good. And that way, you're a powerful being standing in your divinity. All right, you guys, I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful day. And I will see you tomorrow. I guess we're going to be looking more at this amazing energy that's going to be coming in for us on the day that we call October 30th in the year that we call 2025. All right, I will see you. Bye.